Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois is taking place on September the 21st in Wembley Stadium. We know that. We're looking forward to this fight. It's not a bad undercard either, so it's all good. Now, Joshua, I have to say, I did think, more so after the first Alexander Usyk loss, especially after the second one, at the days of Joshua doing certainly stadiums like Wembley, the Principality Stadium over there in Cardiff, were probably gone. With the right dance partner, you could maybe do a Tottenham Hotspur, but I thought that it would be the O2 pretty much for the foreseeable. Now he's doing this at Wembley Stadium, and Joshua, bear in mind, he's only done, excuse me, if you don't, like, in terms of headlining, I mean, if you want to count the Carl Froch undercard, Carl Froch George Groves undercard, but in terms of Joshua being the headline act, he's done Klitschko at Wembley Stadium, and he fought Povetkin at Wembley Stadium. He fought Parker and Takam in the Principality Stadium. So this is only his third fight in Wembley Stadium. Now, those previous two in Wembley Stadium did good numbers. Did very good numbers. The Klitschko fight surpassed Carl Froch for the attendance, all of which were then surpassed by Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte 2 years ago in Wembley Stadium. Well, Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois could break the British boxing attendance record on September 21st, as Turki Al Sheikh has stated they've now applied to extend the capacity with the aim of surpassing the 94,000 who attended the Tyson Fury Dillian Whyte fight. Now, I know that the fight sold out, so they're trying to get an even greater capacity. We could be looking at a 95 plus thousand all in Wembley. That's crazy for Joshua versus Dubois. So that would mean that Tyson Fury's record of 94,000, and 94,000 is an insane amount. Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, if all is good and they're allowed to, because it's not going to be a case of, oh, will they get they'll get the tickets sold. I mean, that's no doubt. They'll get those tickets sold. People are interested in this fight. And it really, when it was Anthony Joshua and there was talk that his next fight would be in September, this was before the Matchroom Queensbury 5v5 even happened. I kind of looked and I said, right, if I was to look prior to, again, the Queensbury Matchroom 5v5 happening, I thought Zhilei Zhang would likely beat Deontay Wilder, but I thought Filip Hrgovic would beat Daniel Dubois. And I looked at that and I thought, neither of them, you probably could do it at Wembley Stadium, but I can't envision either of those fights really having, being able to really pull in, a massive audience. It's going to do good numbers, obviously. They would have done good numbers. But I just don't see it having that pull that maybe a Fury or a Wilder would. And then Daniel Dubois beat Filip Hrgovic, which again, I have to say, I wasn't expecting. To be honest with you, I really wasn't. He beats Filip Hrgovic, and then we get pretty much like that an announcement that it's going to be Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua. And here we are. And I knew that this fight, world heavyweight title on the line, all British clash, all British affair, and a bit of needle there. Certainly it seems that way if you're going by the face-to-face, which I'm looking forward to having a proper look at. This fight as a whole is a really intriguing fight. The undercard is quite good, but the main event is a really intriguing one. It's really weird because you have the youth in Daniel Dubois, the guy looking to basically take over from Anthony Joshua as the guy in British boxing, or certainly one of them. And then you have Anthony Joshua, who is out to prove that, look, Fury and Usyk did their thing. I'm still here. And not only am I still here, I can keep going with those two. I probably got one foot out the door. And Joshua is looking to prove that he is still that guy, that in terms of British boxing, he is the face of British boxing. Surpassing Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte in terms of attendance, it's a pretty good way of going at it. And a good performance, which I think is going to be a good performance. I'll do another video talking about Anthony Joshua, and that a lot of pundits and a lot of fighters seem to think that he has the edge over Daniel Dubois. We'll talk about that in a separate one, but I'll leave it there. Joshua versus Dubois is looking set to do some good numbers, and if Wembley, if they are allowed to increase the capacity, obviously not the stadium, but just more fans they can get in, UK British boxing record attendance. There you go. I have to say now, if you had told me after the Usyk rematch that would happen, I would say possibly if it was Tyson Fury, but not with anyone else. Not with anyone else. There you go. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, as always, if you haven't already. Peace.